What key questions should you ask to identify compatibility in the first few dates? What should be your objective in the first 2 dates if you're looking for a long-term partner? So, I got lots to say about this. I love that you're dating intentionally. I think that's awesome. I was dating intentionally when I met my wife. However, we want to be careful not to take out the joy and the fun of getting to know somebody. Sometimes when we're operating from this perspective, we get kind of rigid. Dating becomes like a job interview. I also think that compatibility is a very low predictor of relationship success. Check out Esther Perel and Brene Brown, who also echo this perspective. What has a relationship work is often two people's willingness to work together, not how compatible they are. There's going to be differences with whoever you end up with. So instead, in my opinion, what you want to focus on, might sound cliche, is the vibe, our energy. What's our energy like? For me and my wife, we had this amazing energy together pretty quickly. And all I knew was I just wanted to spend more time with this person. Now, when I talk to a lot of people I work with and just other people in my life about dating, it sounds so much like this stuffy, logistical experience. There's logistics to life. There's a lot of logistics to life, and we need that, but we don't want to stop feeling stuff. We want to strike the balance. There's this beautiful image that I have in my coaching program of someone walking a tightrope, and on one hand, they're holding their heart, and on the other hand, they're holding a brain. Because we want to walk that tightrope of feeling and the intellectual side. And for most of us, we're just too far on one side or the other. And it's constantly moving. It's not like there's staying in a sweet spot permanently. But I would focus less on the questions and more focus on who you're being, okay? The emphasis of my coaching is that who we're being is the most impactful factor in how our relationships and dating go. Take one scenario. You go out on a date to one of your favorite restaurants, but you're showing up being pessimistic and discouraged that this could even work out. Likely, a person can feel the vibe and energy that you're talking in, what you're open to. Now, picture you're on that same date, but you're being enthusiastic and curious. Well, now all of a sudden the food tastes a little bit better. Maybe the conversation goes in a surprising direction. Not because you asked the right question, but because of how you're being. I believe our energy is the greatest predictor of all kinds of things in our life. But too many of us are trying to focus on the right things to ask, the right things to do. I would argue that what you do actually does not matter if you don't have a particular way of being associated with it. Our energy and our attitude are such an undervalued thing towards our relationship situation, our career, our finances, our health, you name it. So instead of looking for the right formula, I invite you to ask the question, how am I being? What way of being would match the kind of person I want to be on a date with, the kind of person I want to be in a long-term relationship with? And in just taking that on and trusting your intuition more and more, you'll know what to ask.